You said the president he's had 3 years now.
Oh, okay, 2.5, I guess.
Okay, but from the look of things, because at the end of the day, he says, look, eventually,
He got into power in
come.
May of 2010, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
He was sworn in as president in May
Oh,
6th,
okay,
2010.
okay. But eventually, the issues that he approached, and because, of course, you always have people who think that, well, yes, he wasn't supposed to give fine details about some of these matters. They think that you've got agencies of government who are handling these matters, and so he should stay away from specifics, maybe cases of, what do you think about that, first of all?
I think that's a very smart answer. That's why I told you the president is getting a little more comfortable with communications. But bottom line, everybody knows in this country that those who pay with the piper dictate the tune. And actually, the president or the executive arm of government, but be it in the state level or the federal level, they appoint these agencies and they dictate to them what to do. It's an open secret. Everybody knows that. So if the president wants to get things done through agencies, they get things done through agencies. But yes, if they want to fall back on the facade that, okay, we don't want to interfere in this investigation, well, that could be a very smart answer, and you cannot fault that.
But you got people who are happy with when he said they will fix the Benin Ore road, they will intervene in the Lagos-Ibadan expressway, they cannot continue to let Nigerians suffer. Certainly, some people are happy with all of those, aren't you? Or what do you think about that?
You see, that's exactly what I said. The president spoke last night as if he was running for office, not running an office. Because he said, we will intervene, we will do this, we will do that. I don't know, but well, I hope they get to do it because truly Nigerians are suffering, and the government needs to do something about that. But I think we're tired of hearing that we will do this, we will do that. I think it's becoming one knock too many.
Well, another issue asked by the president yesterday was the issue of the monetization law. And I remember it was Mr. Oloja who asked him, you know that the Senate President, the residence of the Senate President, as well as the Speaker of the House, well, we're bought by public officers. So he asked him if we're talking about monetization policy, that some of these issues or things have been monetized. How come that we're still talking about building new houses or new homes for the Senate President as well as the Speaker, which in any case they say the money is approved for such and not even enough?
I don't know. First of all, personally, I was never of the view that legislators' houses or apartments should have been sold to them in the first place, because look at what happened in 2011. There are like more than 300 new legislators that came into town. These 300 new legislators came into town. None of them has ever lived in Abuja. They were all given money to go and rent houses, and automatically all the housing prices in Abuja just skyrocketed. Because all of them now, whoever gets into Abuja doesn't want to live Abuja again. They want to either purchase a house or stay here for as long as they can. But I think in a 4-year stint, where you have people that could go out in 4 years, I think government should be able to provide housing for them, and they should be able to stay there this one time. And that's my personal thinking. I never supported the idea of selling legislators' houses, let alone the Senate President's house or the Speaker's house. When I was told that the Senate President's house has been sold to an incumbent, I was appalled. And then it's just at the whims and caprices of whoever is in position of power at that time. So what happens now if they build another house and then the next Senate President says he wants it, and then the next policy said you should sell it to him, then we keep building houses for Senate Presidents and Speakers. I mean, it's absurd. It's totally ridiculous.
All right. Give us your thoughts on this one briefly, just before you go. You know, he talked about the fact that the party, with respect to losing elections in some states, he says, it's not even healthy for the entire country or for democracy at that, for a single party to keep winning elections almost everywhere. Hence, perhaps explains the reason why, yeah, they had to lose or didn't do everything or didn't make it a do or die affair to win all those states. Unlike some other parties who would insist, even local governments, if an opposing party wins one local government, they go to court. Aren't you happy with that fact?
Come again, I didn't get the last part. Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't get the
About
question in
political
its entirety.
parties. He explained why
Right.
it's not a good idea for the ruling party to insist on winning every election at any cost. Because in some other parties, you got people who ask, those parties, for instance, local government elections, how many opposing parties win elections in different states? And so he did some sort of comparative analysis with that. What do you think?
First of all, I'm a politician, and I'm from the opposition political party, and it's for the healthy of democracy in its entirety, for the healthy of democracy, I don't see any reason why a political party should insist on winning 28 states and having 100 out of 109 senators or 340 out of 360 members of House of Representatives. It doesn't make any sense, because at the end of the day, you have the conflict bottling up from within. I think it's a lot healthier when you have difference of opinions, when you have different political parties controlling different structures. The pressure on the polity reduces. But right now, everybody, like for example, everybody is talking about the agreement between the North and the South rotation of presidency as if it's a national agreement. It's not a national agreement, it's a PDP agreement. But because the PDP has been entrenched so much and is going to do whatever it can, it automatically presupposes that whoever gets the PDP ticket wins the presidency by hook or crook. So I think this mindset of having a political party win all elections at all costs, and when the opposition party wins, they either take them to court or they try to court the governor to come back to their party, I think it's absurd. I think it's not healthy for the polity in its entirety, and it's like I said, one knock too many, and is chipping away at the legitimacy of the political party system in its entirety.